We have arrived at episode 5, and we are in the middle of the January transfer window. And with the UK leaving the European Union, there have been some new rules we have to abide by when we make our transfers, which one of them has to be 30% of international games alongside a point system that takes into effect like achievements and things like that, and it's proven to be quite difficult to bring in some players. So as of coming into the Liverpool game, we don't have any new players, but there are a few players in the mix. So by the time we play Newcastle, some of those players might be coming in. So prepare for a transfer window rollercoaster as we start today's episode against Liverpool. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam, I am a Super Swan, and welcome to episode 5 of the FM21 beta save with Wolves. As you can see, we are still in that magical 7th place position. We're only 2 points off Chelsea, but the likes of Fulham, Burnley, Leeds, Everton are all within about 5 points of us. So, depending on who wins like the Carrow Cup and the FA Cup, 7th place might be enough for Europa League spot, but we'll kind of see how it goes. We'll see whether or not that will be enough, but ideally I want to try and get into 6th place, because that will guarantee us Europa League football. We don't want none of that Europa Conference crap. No. We're going for the Tier 2 competition within Europe. So as I mentioned in the intro, I've got a few signings in the mix, but I'm not going to reveal who they are just yet until I finally get them through the door. So looking at the schedule since you last left us, and we had a bit of a bad patch of form towards the Christmas period. So we watched Leeds and Everton in the last episode. We lost 2-0 against Liverpool away from home at Anfield, which was a bit disappointing. We played very, very well. We did park the bus. We had a few decent chances. We held off Liverpool for a long period of time. It wasn't until like the 60th minute where they finally made the breakthrough, and then they scored in like the 95th minute. So I was gutted, but it wasn't to be expected. One result I was disappointed in, though, was a 0-0 draw against Fulham. Our XG was 2.3, something like that. Definitely within the twos, but we just could not find a way to break Fulham down, and that did come back to bite us as we did lose against Leicester away from home 2-0. So we did go 3 games without scoring a goal, but we did bounce back against Crystal Palace. It was a Raul Jimenez goal in the 80th minute. We did finally get a breakthrough, and I think that set us up quite nicely for the new year as we went on to beat West Ham 2-0 away from home. I was going to say at Molineux, but we were away from home. And Semedo, the right back, and Jimenez grabbing the goals. And we are through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. We put out a very much reserve side against Carlisle, who are in League 2. I think they're in League 2. Are they in League 2? Yeah, 9th in League 2. So we did put out a bit of a rotated side, but it was enough to get the job done. A 4-1 win there. So we are going up against Liverpool and Newcastle at Molineux today. Liverpool I'm not expecting much from, but I'm hoping to get some new signings in place by the Newcastle game to try and spice up the squad. So let's go straight into that Liverpool game. This is going to be the lineup, the tactics. I'm going to dial it back to balance to start with, because we are the home team, so I don't want to go too defensive like I did at Anfield. And the good news is Vinicius Jr. is back. He did play in the last game, so he's going to be fit enough for around about 3/4 of the match. Ferran Torres is not that far behind him, so fingers crossed they're going to be like new signings for us coming into the team. But we've got the lineup of Patricio in goal, Aït-Nouri, Conor Cody, Willy Bowley and Semedo at the back. Willy Bowley's decided he's too good for Wolves now, so he's off to join Inter Milan at the end of the season. So a priority to bring in will be a centre-back. So we've got Ruben Neves and Dendon Necker in the middle, with Vinicius Jr. back in the side, alongside Moutinho and Traore on the right, and Raul Jimenez leading the line. So we're going to get this game underway against Liverpool. We're going to go to match. I'm not expecting much from this game, I'm not going to lie. Liverpool are very much a better side than us. But if I can get a draw, I'll be very happy with that. So I'm going to give a bit of a pumping of the fists. The media have given you credit lately. Go out there, show them why they're backing you up. Come on, boys. So we'll get the game against the runaway leaders, Liverpool. I don't think we're going to get anything from this game, but we'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. First highlight of the game, 17 minutes in. It's Liverpool on the ball as Sadio Mane comes inside. He's got players ahead of him. Nobody's really closing him down. He does find Milner. Finds Mo Salah. We know what Salah can do. Gets it inside. It's a block from Milner's shot. We do win the ball, but Salah gets it back. It's all Liverpool on the press as Henderson finds Trent in the attacking position. Mo Salah's one-on-one. It's a good save from Rui Patricio. That could have been very dicey. Free kick from Mo Salah, 24 minutes. Rui Patricio hold on to the ball. Is this an actual highlight though? We got a long ball from Conor Cody, gives it straight to Naby Keita. It's a failed slide for Sadio Mane, and they are 1-0 up. And as soon as I seen the miss slide, we all knew what was going on there. But it all started from Rui Patricio. I think Conor Cody blasted it straight to Naby Keita. Tried to find, it was a first time pass from Firmino. Bowley misses the slide. 1-0. Easy as that for Liverpool. Corner for Wolves. Moutinho's going to put this in the box. Headed away by Trent, but we're going to get another chance at this as Moutinho plays it out to Dendoneka. We're going the wrong way, boys. We need to get it into their box, not to ours. As Willy Bowley, the one who missed the slide. It's him and Dendoneka are kind of keeping it between themselves, but we're kind of going the wrong way. We're going backwards here. Liverpool's press are forcing us right the way back to Rui Patricio. That kind of shows how Liverpool are playing this game. As Ruben Neves tries to find Adama Traore, he does, but again, we're just not finding that killer ball. I know he's got some space though. Can he get it in the box? He does, gets it as far as Dendoneka. Raul Jimenez back to goal, finds the goal by Vinicius Jr. And we do find our way back into this game. It was a lovely piece of play. I was a bit sceptical when we were going backwards, but it all ended up with a goal. As Aït-Nouri, Dendoneka heads it in, Raul Jimenez back to goal, just needed to find someone to give it to, and Vinicius Jr. back from injury gets the goal. 1-1. Ruben Neves is injured. What's he down with? A foot injury. Oh, that's not good. I don't like foot injuries. So Dendoneka, you go to box. We'll bring Conor Cody as a ball-winning midfielder, which is a bit dodgy because he's on a yellow card, but Conor Cody can play midfield. And we'll bring in Saiss to be the centre-back. So we're going to mix up the team a little bit. Can we get another goal before half-time? Corner for Wolves just before half-time. Headed away from the corner. And we're going to get Willy Bowley again, the man who thinks he's too good for Wolves, going to Inter Milan at the end of the season, finds Traore in the box, and Alisson Becker tips it round the post. And Wolves have picked it up since the goal, and it's good to see that we are giving Liverpool a game here. But away from home, like I say, they did win 2-0, and it was, we did well to get the 2-0. It could have been more, but we played defensively. We managed to give them a game. So it does look like at 1-1, it is anybody's game here. But we are going into the deep part. We're deep into that injury time. And Raul Jimenez finds himself one-on-one here. And it's saved again just before that half-time whistle. And Wolves, look at that XG. We've brought it right back. A big chance there. And I think we could maybe get something from this game. So I'm going to give an outstretched arms. I'm happy with your performance. Come on, boys. We can do this. So we're starting the second half. We're not changing anything. Do I dare go positive? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go positive. See if that makes an impact. As Raul Jimenez gets his way into the box. Tries a shot. Past the post. Can we get something from this game? Corner for Wolves. I've just shouted, encouraged the team. Moutinho puts it in the box. It's a header. Straight at Alisson Becker from Raul Jimenez. That was a chance. And there was a goal that's already happened in this game off a save from the keeper. As Adama Traore heads it into the box. Raul Jimenez wins it and Raul Jimenez gets it in. It's 2-1 to Wolves. Raul Jimenez gets the goal. And we are in front against the reigning, defending champions of England. And we could do this here. We've picked our game up since we scored. And it's a brilliant header into the box by Traore. Just shot by Raul Jimenez. 10th goal of the season. 2-1 up. I'm dialing it back to balanced. Throw in for Liverpool. I was just about to make a sub, but we'll have to wait and see how this highlight plays out before we make that substitution. As Thiago finds it to Andy Robertson on the left. He's got a good cross on the ball on him, but we do manage to close him down. And now this is where hopefully we can try and counter. Traore uses his pace and his strength. He's through on goal here. No one's ahead of him. Adama Traore had the chance to put this game beyond doubt. I am going to praise the team though, because going up against Liverpool's never an easy task. But I think it's time we make some changes. But who have we got off the bench to make the difference? We've got Traore on a buck-in playing well. Vinicius Jr.'s playing well. Traore's looking a bit tired though, so I might bring on Neto for Traore to try and mix things up on the right-hand side. He is looking a bit tired as well. So the one change made, 2-1 the score, 20 minutes to go. As we get an early highlight from the changes, as we play it back to the defence. Liverpool are going to be trying to come at us. They're going to be wanting to get an equaliser, as Dendenecke with a lovely ball over the top, but couldn't find anybody there to get on the end of it. I think he was trying to find Jimenez, but he just couldn't get that ball to him. As Semedo tries to win the ball, Henderson with a ball over the top. Both sides conceding possession quite easily here. And there's an example there, straight to the Liverpool defence. And Moutinho now. Come on, Moutinho. Use your experience to try and find a killer ball. Jimenez, lovely ball to Neto. Neto's just come on. Oh. We've had chances to put this game to bed that we haven't taken. Aït-Nouri from the throw, though. As Moutinho again to Connor Cody, moving up to midfield. Jimenez, good ball to Semedo. It's all Wolves at the moment. Puts it in the box for Raul Jimenez. 3-1 the score. Is that game over? Is that game over? And Wolves are leading against Liverpool. And this could be it. And I think it's now time to go back to cautious. So, in fact, what we'll do, we'll wait for the highlight to play out. Lovely header from Raul Jimenez. 3-1 the score. I'm going to pause the game here because I'm going to make some tactical changes. We're going to go for time wasting. We're going to go tiki-taka. We're going to waste time as much as we can. And I think Moutinho is going to do well in that deep line playmaker role. So the idea is to hold players back behind the ball, time waste as much as we can to try and see this out for all 3 points and a famous win against Liverpool. Coming up to full time, we've done the dirty against Liverpool. We've walked away from Molineux with all 3 points. What a performance from the boys. Outstretched arms, that was special. Nobody expected us to win, but there we go. We've come away. They're 10 points clear at the top of the league as well. Liverpool, the runaway leaders, are get unstuck by Wolves. And that is a fantastic win. Neves is out for 13 days. We can live with that for the moment. But Raul Jimenez, 2 goals, 1 assist. We're going to put our arms around him. You were superb, my friend. If we look at the competitions, that was Liverpool's first loss of the season. Look at that. 1 game lost, and that is against us. And we do manage to close the gap to Chelsea by 2 points. Leicester have got 2 games in hand, so they could go into Champions League places the way things stand. But lads, it's happening. Wolves get the famous win. We just need to carry that momentum into the next game against Newcastle. Will we get some signings through the door? Find out very shortly. The good news is I've signed a player. Domingos Duarte comes in from Sporting for £11.5 million. He is a centre-back. He's going to be the Willy Bowley replacement. Even better news, he's Portuguese. It fits the Portuguese narrative that the board want me to sign players from there, so they're happy with the signing as well. So it's good news all round. The bad news is he's injured. So he's not going to play in this game. So we've signed Domenico Duarte. If I look at him, he is injured with a damaged Achilles tendon. He's out for 5 to 11 days, so he's on his way back to full fitness, but he's a 3-star current ability centre-back, 3.5-star potential. He's Portuguese, he fits the quota, the board are happy. I thought I'd bring him in to try and give us some more defensive options. I am looking to bring in like a midfielder as well, but that's a tricky one. I don't know if I can get that one over the line, because now we've kind of run out of money. So we've only got £6 million left of that 13 or 18 we had to bring in Duarte. But we'll do some, we'll try and sell some players, try and get some money in to see if we can bring anybody else to the club. But we've got £31 million next season, so I think that'll be where I really go ham to try and bring in some quality players. So before I look at the team selection, we look at the league table. Still 7th place, but if we can win against Newcastle, we will go into a Europa League place. We will climb above Chelsea and go into 6th place in the league. Newcastle in the relegation zone. They only have 13 points from 17 games. It's a big game for them as well because they want to try and equal Sheffield United and try and get out of the relegation zone. So big game for both sides. And the lineup's going to be very similar to the last game. Saiss is going to come in for the injured Ruben Neves. Other than that, it's pretty much the same squad we had against Liverpool. We've gone positive instead of balanced because this is a game that we should hopefully get all 3 points against. But no, my luck, we'll lose to Newcastle because we beat Liverpool. That's just the way it goes sometimes. But there's your team sheet at Molineux. I'm going to give Pumping of the Fists. No, I don't. I want to say I want you to pick up where I left off last time out. So yeah, we'll go for that one. There we go. The team are motivated. So it's the second game of the episode at Molineux. It is Wolves against Newcastle. We got the win against Liverpool. Can we make it 2 wins from 2 and reach the Europa League spots? As we get an early corner into the box and Raul Jimenez gets it in the goal. 1-0, 5 minutes in. And that is the perfect start to get us into 6th place in the league. From the corner, it'll be Moutinho that takes it. There we go, the confirmation's in the corner there. Wolves move up to 6th place. Perfect start, 1-0 Wolves. Another corner for Wolves, Moutinho puts it in the box. Punched away by the Newcastle goalkeeper. And now Lewis is on the break for Wolves, but Adama Traore using his strength to get the ball back. Can he get into the box? Gets to the byline. That's a foul, ref. That's a foul. Is he going to give the penalty, though, or is he going to VAR? What's he going to do? He's having a think. He's going to VAR. So VAR checking the penalty. No penalty. VAR screws us over again. Coming up to half-time, still that one goal we scored right at the start of the game. As Moutinho puts it in, cleared away again. And like I say, so far so good, although Almiron can break. He's quite a pacey player for Newcastle. Almiron, Vinicius Jr. tries to get a slide. Almiron in the box again, but Patricio makes the save. Miguel Almiron, a player that I am very familiar with, is if you've watched the channel for a long time, back in FM18, we had Almiron for Swansea City. But look at that XG. We are the ones in the ascendancy. Newcastle haven't had that much of great chances, and the ones they have had, not been very good ones. So I'm going to give a bit of a pumping of the fists. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. Tell the team I have faith in them. And if we look at the tactics, who's underperforming? Adama Traore's picked up a knock, so I think it's going to be time for Fernan Torres to return from injury. Give him a half a football to try and get his match sharpness back up. As we can see from that little indicator, he is lacking the match sharpness, but we got to throw him in at some point. He's got to gain that sharpness somehow. So we're going to throw him in, start the second half. Can we get a second goal to confirm the points? And I'd like that second goal just to kind of put the full stop on this game to make sure we are going to be going into 6th place in the league. As Semedo tries to cross it, gets the ball back, blocked again. It's blocked all over the place, but João Moutinho with an absolute screamer from outside the box. It's 2-0. That's the goal we were looking for, and that should hopefully be enough to get us the win today. Lewis did well, he blocked about 1 million shots there. The Newcastle defence throwing themselves at the ball, but you don't throw yourself at that. Screamer from outside the box. 2-0 to Wolves. 76 minutes, 3/4 of the way through. It's been all Wolves. Newcastle have had a few shots here and there, but nothing major to report. As Wolves on the ball, Dendenecker finds Vinicius Jr., gets the ball back from him, and loses the ball. Dendenecker, he didn't do very well there. And that's played in now. Callum Wilson for Newcastle in the box. He's made it 2-1. 16 goals for Callum Wilson. Fair play to him. But, we don't want to be throwing this game away. We've been on the ascendancy all game here. We don't want to be throwing this away in the last 15 minutes. Callum Wilson, one-on-one here. Very clinical. Puts it past Patricio. Is there a way back for Newcastle? I certainly hope not. Coming up to full time, still 2-1. And we do get a corner in the 90th minute. Cleared away by Newcastle, but Ferran Torres back from fitness. He's been out for a while, been out for about 6 weeks with his injury. So I'm glad to see him back on the pitch, making some moves, even though he is only on loan from us for this season. And Vinicius Jr. puts it wide. I would have loved that rubber stamp to make it 3. But I'm hoping that's going to be the end of the game, and it is. And we do come away with a 2-1 win. Looking at the XG, we could have scored maybe a little bit more. We had a few good chances, but 1.61, I'll take a 2-1 win with that XG looking the way it is. So we can give an outstretched arms. Good win for us, well done. 2 wins from 2 today, and that is going to be enough to get us into the Europa League. Adama Traore, he's out for 2 weeks, so another injury to add up to Ruben Neves. Duarte's out, we know about that. Johnny's out for the season, he was always out. But Martinho with a brilliant long-range strike. Superb. And if we look at the competitions, there we go. 6th place Wolves, ahead of Chelsea in 7th. Spurs are in 15th place. I read that Mourinho's been sacked. So Mourinho's out the door for Spurs. They're doing very poorly. 15th place for Spurs, but we are in that Europa League place with 3 points behind United. Leicester, 5 points behind them, but they have a game in hand. Leicester having a fantastic season of their own. So it does look like it's going to be very, very interesting. So what we're going to do, we're going to come back for the I keep forgetting it's the Black Country Derby. It's the Black Country Derby. So we're going to come back for the Black Country Derby against West Brom. We'll come back for Southampton as well. So we'll be well outside of the January transfer window. By that point, hopefully you would have made some more signings to come in. I am on the look for a midfielder to try and strengthen and maybe get a few players out the door to try and fund some of these transfers. But we're going to come back for West Brom and Southampton. And I'm going to leave you today with Wolves sitting very nicely in 6th place. Something I would have bit your hand off at the start of the season. But can we carry on this good momentum? Leave a like if you enjoyed, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2021 content. We will be uploading the FM21 Wolves beta save every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT. And tune in next time as old rivalries renew, as Wolves will be taking on their Black Country rivals, West Brom. Thank you very much for watching.